Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Feed Frank Friday. Tonight, we are taking on St. Julian's Head Games. Foreigner. We're going to try out these wines. I know that we are in November, so that means for everyone it's Christmas time. But you know what? F*** you people. I'm going to do a Feed Frank Friday that's still fall themed, because guess what? We're still in fall. Yeah, we are. So we're going to try out Head Games. I've got two flavors, spiced apple wine, and we have the spiced red wine. So both spiced, as is most fall flavors. So we're going to go back and forth between the wines, cold, and then I'm also going to try them warmed, because apparently that's how they're best. So hopefully the back and forth, back, forth and forth, you're back and forth, now check it. It's the L-L-I-Y-A-H. Hopefully the back and forth, hopefully the Aaliyah action doesn't screw me up. R. Kelly can suck a dick. So the first one we're going to go with is the spiced red wine from St. Julian. Now, for those of you, the uninitiated, who don't know where St. Julian's winery is, the original is, or the main winery is located in Paw Paw, Michigan. And then they have other locations elsewhere around Michigan. I believe there's one in Troy. I believe there's a tasting place up in Frankenmuth. We'll take a look at the bottom. Mike, am I getting it? We're getting it right. Cool. So I dig the bottle. This is considered a sweeter wine. So now normally when I drink wines, I tend to gravitate, well, towards red for sure. But then also, I'm more of a cab guy. I know we're supposed to, let it breathe, but I don't have time for that. Smells sweet. It smells very sweet. I pick up on cloves. Pick up on a lot of cloves. Maybe a touch of cinnamon. Maybe some nutmeg. I don't know. Not a wine connoisseur. Just like to drink. It is sweet. It's very sweet. This would be more like a dessert wine. It's really clovey. I get a lot of the clove on the back of my tongue. It doesn't have a very strong, I guess, wine taste to it. That sounds weird, I know. It reminds me a lot of Witch's Brew from Leelanau, that peninsula that's filled with wineries. Listen, if you like dessert wine, like really sweet, and you're still celebrating fall, then I think you'd dig this. It's 11%. I tend to prefer my wines in the 13 to 14% range. Mainly because I'm an alcoholic. You know what? To me, these sweeter dessert wines, it's like way too sugary. Definitely not meant to down it like I am. I'm sure you're meant to just sip on this, right? Who sips? Not this guy. You like these wine glasses? I got them from Costco. It's not very dry at all. We're going to try it warm. It tells you to warm it up in a crock pot. Again, I got no time for that. So the microwave it was, traditionally served warm from a crock pot. Okay, well. Okay. Warm, they were right. Crock pot this bitch. This just tastes like a nice, warm, after a Thanksgiving meal drink. Oh, this is doing stuff to me. Mind you, I couldn't drink a lot of this. It's not like I could drink this whole bottle, but warm, sipping on this bad boy, good thing it's only 11% weak sauce. I definitely prefer it warm. If you happen to get a bottle this way, this is it. It still is a little too clovey for me. The clove kind of overpowers it, but it's still good. I feel like it goes down a lot faster when it's warmer too. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a thing. And I'm sure maybe you have to let it breathe, like I said, but or do you? Do you have to let sweeter wines breathe? You know, especially when they have the twist off cork. All right, down the hatch. Clovey, very clovey, better warm versus chilled. Onward we travel into the realm of the spiced apple wine. Let's give you a little picky pick here. I mean, basically it's the same label, just green. I used to pass by a big sign on 94 when I used to travel from Detroit to Chicago, and it had this exact skull on the outside, and it said something about playing head games or something. I don't know. I always saw head games though. Head games, it always stood out to me. Did this say? Oh no, okay, it just said a spiced apple wine. It didn't say red. This is not red. Now, I don't care for white wine. Now, this is a wine made from apples, so it means it's made with apples, right? It's not, or is it grapes and then they add apple flavor? I don't know. We'll never know. Okay, so smelling it, smells like a white wine, almost like a Chardonnay or a Riesling. Riesling. Sweet, but not as sweet as the other one. This actually tastes a little bit more on the drier side. I forgot to mention this is chilled. We're doing the chilled part first. They're going for the same notes in this one. Again, there's the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the cloves, but it's too much clove. All clove, all the time. Nothing but the clove in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Yeah, I don't like white wines, but this is pretty good. If you're a fan of, say a Riesling or a Chardonnay, you want to switch things up a little bit, it's the fall, because it still is the fall, and you're feeling fall-y, but chilled doesn't seem the way to go. It says on the bottle, also wonderful chilled, but this one also is 11%. I don't even know if I'm pouring that. What's the right amount? Is it 6 ounces? Is 6 OZs? Is that what I'm supposed to be having? Clovey. I do pick up on the apple. The good thing about this is with this, the apple sits on the back of my tongue versus the clove staying there, but it's still clovey. So there we are. Let's try it warm. We have warmed it up. Get every last drop of this in there, I guess. Ugh, smelling it warm, I already don't want to drink this. Like, room temperature, sure. Have I, from time to time, knocked back a few glasses of warm Chardonnay? Sure, who hasn't? Not everyone has a wine fridge, Karen. Let me tell you, once again, warm for the win. Wow. And it does say traditionally served warm. Here's what I'll tell you happens. When you warm this up, it releases many more flavors that you're not tasting cold. I pick up more on the nutmeg. I pick up more on the cinnamon. The clove is still there, but it's, almost like it's subdued a little bit, but it's still there. It's still clovey, clove, clanobi. Listen, I've had a lot of wine. Again, it's one of those things, like I drink it and I feel like this would be a good wine to drink all the way into December. This is a fall wine you can take into December, because when I drink this now, I'm picturing a light snowfall. Maybe there's a fire crackling. A few chestnuts. Has anyone ever had a chestnut? I haven't had a chestnut. They're always roasting on that open fire though. Nat King Cole said that. A little more, how do I put this, winey tasting on the back of the tongue though when it's warm. The flavors are better, but I don't think it goes down as easy. No, it's getting kind of rough to take down. So initially, the warm flavors bursted in there. Liked it. As I got to drinking it more, it just started tasting like warm, like a warm Riesling or a warm Chardonnay. Again, I'm not above that, but is that what I want to be drinking? So there you have it, episode in the books. Do I recommend St. Julian head games? I would say go ahead and pick up this bad boy, which I think is the OG anyway. This, throw it in a crock pot, let it sit there, maybe throw in a couple cinnamon sticks or some shit like that. This would be great to serve after dinner. I can't really recommend the apple. Warm, it was a little better initially, but then it wasn't good after, I don't know, a couple sips. If you have any recommendations for me in the future, please let me know. Also subscribe. So if you're watching this video, subscribe. The more subscribers, the more my videos get out to other people. Subscribe. Smash that like button. Don't smash the like button, but hit the like button. That would be ideal. Share this video. If I'm posting this on Facebook, it's not because I just want you to watch it. Show it to other people. Send it to them. That's how I become famous. And thank you everyone for the great feedback on the previous episode with my kids. They are a bigger hit than I am, which is why they are obviously never going to be on here again. F cubed out. St. Julian deuces.